Good morning, ladies. My name is Chez, and welcome to the What If Zuko Had Destiny Hero Blood, basically. That's with the comma, or whatever that's called, between the O and the D. So, as a powers. So, and I do know how this story goes, so let's get right into it. And I'm giving him two forms. The one that you see on your screen, and there's also one I'm trying to look for. And that's okay. It kind of looked like from my would have been or not that the okay. So it was from What If no. So I'll just use it. So yeah, bear with me. I'll just use this one mostly. So yeah, Zuko was born as, of course, quirkless, but not powerless. His power is like the one that you see on your screen. And plus, he so age of 4, his parents didn't want him, and Zuko, they didn't want Zuko, but Zumi had fire manipulation. I'm throwing her in there so that makes it way more interesting. Because the reason why he's quirkless, because the doctor says, sorry, Zuko, you can't become a hero. So, sorry about that. My dogs were barking, so, yeah. So, Zuko is not happy, because now Zumi is getting all the attention from their parents instead of him. So, yeah. But one day, when he was walking with his sister back, so they go separate ways. Zuko was like trying to think, and Swords Villain already like got upper handed before. So, but the doctor says, this is interesting. As he was looking at the computer in his like secret lab, as he grins from ear to ear, kind. So yeah, Zuko has this genetics that allows him to basically take quirks or take humans and use their quirks. So All For One finds that interesting that someone has like his power. So the doctor took him in and kidnapped Zuko, and then he got experimented on. He actually got his personality thing of his kindness got taken away. So we're looking at the monstrosity. Yeah, Zuko just became that. So, yeah, it's tragic, but I'm not going into that because I'm trying to make this thing a little bit more friendlier than being like, oh, everyone dies. Some what if people are doing that. So, it has been a couple weeks, and Inko still doesn't care, and Asashi doesn't care, but they now notice that Zuko's really gone. But they really don't give a care about him. So, yeah. Zuko was basically, his body has been modified to take in all the quirks. Copy them before and modify them to his power. Basically, aka, he's basically a Nomu now. And yeah, the Inko, or actually Zumi says, "Where's Zuko?" Oh, he's probably somewhere else. But maybe you're right. There was not in his room, not at school. Yeah. So, yeah, he became a Nomu, basically. And, yeah, Zuko was basically took in all the quirks, so that's what he looks like currently. Before, or actually, he looks like, here, hold on. He looked like that current before, and now after, he turns into that. So, yeah, he was going powerful. Because the doctor had a dragon quirk thing. So, yeah, fusion into his body. And, yeah. Now, it has been for. So, Zuko was 15. That's what he looks like in 15. And, yeah, he still has those demonic horns things. Or So he got rid of his green hair, and green eyes for more like red-ish color. Like his eyes were red. And yeah, now he joins a league of villains. To actually go to USJ. As he says, looks like they're prepared. As everyone's like looking at Zuhuku. I'm skipping that quirk assessment test and the all the way to USJ incident. So Zuko says, watch out for him, my master. I can sense that he has a racing quirk, and the other one has the black hole quirk. And little, these particle things was forming to create, darts things, like blades. And, uses them, as, yeah, these are one-man army. So he took care of everybody. Ready? Heck, All Might, showed up. As, yeah, he accidentally opened the door thing. As, yeah, he says, you must be Kasuke Bakugo, aren't you special? As Bakugo looks at him, here, hold on. He says, yeah, so what, you villain? I can't wait to tell Zuko that you're cussing. Now, do I? As one of these pierced straight through his arm, both arms of, as they also can gain, or he can also gain or copy quirks from others. So he says, or actually Redhead tells him to, or as he zorbed, or actually Zuko zorbed Redhead into his wings. Basically like what he does in the Yu-Gi-Oh! Anime stuff. So yeah, he says, if you hurt me, you will also hurt your friend. And as so All for One is looking, and yeah, Or actually, Zuko was, I'll take you, as he took Tinya, Ida, as everyone's shocked. Like, wait, he's, as he looks at them and says, who's next? So, yeah, they're like, oh crap. They run away. And not Inko, Zumi notices something different about him. So, yeah, after USJ, he lets Tinya go before. And, yeah, All for One told Kirigiri to warp him. Because, actually, he says, All Might. Zuko's his favorite idol. After I'm done with you, then I'll be the next favorite of so-called Zuko Midoriya. Or as he looks at Zumi and says, yes, Zumi, I'm talking about your brother. That got captured. Sure. As, yeah, he basically copied One for All and turned it into a power. As he says, thanks a lot. Now, shall we go? As All for One told Shirakisan, yes, he needs to. As all three of them leave, and Umi's like, I can't believe those villains kidnapped my brother. I don't know what they're gonna do to my brother, but something tells me I already met him. As All Might has noticed that his One for All is copied. So, or he noticed that some students felt weaker and fainted. As, yeah, All for One asked Zuko, or bloo-d, to whom, like, did you get what I asked? Did you ask for One for All? Yeah, I got it. Now it's in my power supply. As they see red aura, like, hold on. It's like, where is it? It's like his, sorry if I move so fast. Hold on, give me a moment. It's just like his lightning bolt things, but more red. Yeah. As, yeah, basically, imagine it all the way around his entire body. He actually trained his body so to handle one for all. So those like side effects doesn't count. So yeah. His body can handle anything. So I'm skipping the sports festival and the because Zuko during the same time he actually saved or no bloody was like he took care of Musclear before, and he also took care of Hero Killer Stain. As yeah, he's basically he took their powers, so now their powers are boosted his. So yeah, he he also evolved his quirk or his power. Instead of having to attack people, he can like put his foot on the ground and all those powers will get copied and like gets into his body. So yeah, he basically went from being a this to being the world's biggest mosquito or not, into this. Imagine it having 3 heads and having its main body, like human body, on top. Kind of like a minotaur, but or not minotaur. Those half man, half horse things. Like a half man on top and creature on the bottom. So yeah. Then the I forget their name. The pro heroes are trying to stop him from taking over. So yeah. As the All for One says, good, now destroy UA. As when he did, shoot a beam of light, but no one had reflection power. But then out of nowhere, I'm cleaning my face real quick. So there was a copy of Zuko Midoriya, but from the future. As he absorbs the attack, and as he says, looks like myself has already been too powerful, I see. As everyone's like, and he has like wings, like opposite to his devil thing. Yeah. So, yeah. Zuko had beautifulest wings that they ever see. So, yeah. As he says, or he looks at his sister, she was there. So she says, or no, Zuko says, that person, Eddie's sister, to take me out. That person, as he points to the blood dragon thing, that was me. They are controlling me with memory chip. As Zumi is like, she says, yeah, but first, good job getting your angel wings. Now, don't get too happy. We still have this thing to deal with. As he has a samurai blade, and yeah, he took care of, or he got onto the back of it, and like sliced the neck thing, not too deep, just enough to grab that memory chip, or control chip, should I say, out and crushed it. As he says, now, hold him down. As he had like those wings, but butterfly ones. As he flies all the way to where the doctor was, to his clinic, and he actually cut it right down the middle. And yeah, he went there and to a real lab that's on the bottom of the fake lab. So yeah, he grabs his memory chip thing, as he says, huh, it was you that did that. So now I'm taking you with me. As yeah, he took the all for one, or no, it took him to custody. And yeah, he says, I'll be right back. As he puts the memory drive thing, he made a special gadget put on, and it like, it, or, sorry, it transforms Zuko from being the monster D or bloody D thing into that. Yeah, so he basically came that, and yeah, he's back to human, or no, he, between him or between both of them, he looks up at his future self and says, thank you, yourself. No sweat, and Earl, and spend time with you would rather be quirkless than having this much power. Yeah, but we both know I was a victim of it, so no big deal. As yeah, Endeavor and All Might heard that. Or All Might heard what was happening. So, yeah. He got, as he says, well, I can't become a hero anyways. So, yeah. All Might is like telling Zuko, or the blood hero, that he can become a hero. Or actually, first he says I can become a hero because not without a quirk, but I don't have a quirk. And so my power is so All Might and like a rest of All Might walks up to him and says, I was born quirkless too, but after got not know how you feel. As yeah. When Inko saw the news thing about her own son is a blood thing, yeah. She immediately that's my son. Yeah. And Nasashi was there at because he's a pro hero. Yeah. He basically went full on sprint. So he says, as he says, well, just gonna clear my head before her. Okay? Her I join. Okay? Want to be with my sister too. So he's talking to All Might, ain't completely ignoring his father's there. Like he knows that in his mind he knows that Zumi might or gets all the attention because of her fire manipulation quirk. So yeah. Zuko flew off as he sat down, hung on the ocean. Like, he basically went to ocean shores and sat down and just relaxing and enjoying the sun and doing all that stuff. So yeah. Zuko is now, his thoughts are cleared, so he came right back. And Nezu was there, and he says, yeah, as long as you... Yeah, so he did the quirk assessment test before, or no, after. So he got the world record. Like, he passes everyone. So it makes him the holder of the entire record of school record. So yeah, he's like, yep, Bobby. Sorry. So yeah, they all see it as, yeah. So they join class 1A, or he joins class 1A, and he caught up on all of it before. And yeah, I'm skipping the dodgeball thing and like overhaul fight, or actually during the meeting part, or after the meeting, Sashi walks over, tries to put a hand on Zuko as he says, then. Or actually, he's been avoiding them because he says, like, I want to be with, or go home, hang with yours, or hang with his sister, okay? With your daughter, okay? As, yeah, Musashi knows that Zuko is Macman. He apologizes to Zuko for not giving him a attention thing. Like, he was basically, yeah. So, yeah. Zuko is basically still avoids, like, Inko because they wanted her to go and, like, because that's what he wanted. But after the overhaul fight, Inko decides to go visit the UA to just talk to Zuko. As, yeah, Zuko was, and the Angel Zuko went back to the, like, future thing. So yeah, or Zuko that's in this one has basically, yeah, accepts Inko's apology because she knows that he, or how long he didn't get attention from. So yeah. And the overhaul fight, yeah. As there was like a talent show going thing, or before. Of course, Zuko was in. He actually says, "No, just have fun, you guys." He's, eh? As only people that do know that Zuko is not interested in is Bakugo, or no, actually it was Zumi. Her, and she ends up like, come on, big brother, come on, you live once. As he says, no, thank you. I'm gonna train before her. So, yeah, he leaves. And he has to catch up on, like, the extra stuff before. Yeah, he went to the fake city. And, like, he starts training on, like, his combos. So, yeah. Then Nezu, or actually it was Bakugo, says that, hey, Zuko, can you have a minute? Sure. Well, it's about the how you've been behaving thing. I can't put my finger on it, but after your transformation, you're a totally different person. Well, the see, Bakugo, I know that you have a quirk and you didn't go through that process as I did, so it turns people into, like, those things. So yeah, he didn't go, like, or actually Zuko didn't go for, like, Doomsday's route. He's more of the eventually, like, anti-hero kind of route, anti-villain. So yeah, Zuko is basically, he actually turns his, like, those things into, like, different areas. Like, he can turn them into, like, so he basically made a single copy of himself, all the way to his genetics. Yeah. Huh. And he starts flying around and, like, battling against himself. So, yeah. To test out his cool stuff. So, Ochaku and Bakugo were walking down and they see two of them flying around the entire fake city. And yeah, everyone from Class B and Class A noticed that Zuko is fighting against himself to train. As he says, huh, okay. As the single version of himself, like, copied one, went back to, like, these blood things. That's enough training for today. As, yeah, it was so majestic of how, like, yin and yang work, that even some of the girls are embarrassed. So yeah, and about All For One against, like, All Might, it actually went pretty smoothly. Zuko decides to yeah, future self of Zuko went and took care of All for One, like basically knocking him out. And yeah, he's so that's why All Might isn't dead. No, 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 no. No one dies. So yeah, except for All for One. So, and he's juggling between his school life, pro hero life, and the home life. So yeah, he's working harder and harder and harder than anyone. Heck, Nezu is like noticing that he's working twice as harder than all of the students put together. They're like, heck, he could basically be a number one hero without being a. And his hero name is Destiny Hero Bloody. Or Blood. So yeah. That's his hero name. Yeah. As they're like, whoa, that's cool. And yeah. And Ochako, well, no, was still like she met Bakugo, and they were both on the date thing. And the girl that finds creepy stuff was actually that her. She fell in love with him. So yeah, Zuko got married to her and not to the cheated girl. Or no, the Ochako. So yeah, he looks big, tough, and scary, but he actually, when All Might asked Zuko about one, like, as, yeah, Zuko says, well, see, All Might, when, and sorry about the USJ thing, I did not mean to take away or copy your one for all. As All Might sees a red lightning bolt around Zuko's entire body. Yeah. As yeah, he's trying to do, or he actually absorbed like or copied everybody's. So he uses everybody's powers. So yeah. And during the Class A versus Class B, they chose teams, and I'm still keeping them as number 5 part. So yeah, And that girl says, "See you on the battlefield," before. As, yeah, she was close to Zuko. Because she loves that creepiness inside of him. Yeah. And grapefruit guy, he decides, okay. He tried to, like, sneak to, like, her. Yeah. But Zuko uses one of his wings and actually sucks him in. As, yeah, you could see his, like, him in his wings. So, yeah, they're like, okay, that's one way to make him be quiet. Or, so, yeah, she finds that cool that she can absorb people to his wings. And, yeah, his internship was with Hawks. Or not Hawks. I'm forgetting what my original plan was. I think I was gonna put him with a dragon lady, but then I was like, no, put him with, like, bunny girl, because they both like to fight thing. So, yeah. But then I chose dragon girl. But in this what if, dragon girl is more focused on combat abilities and all that stuff. So, yeah, he trains super hard, like hard as anyone ever went. So, yeah, he was so much, like, power at he could create stuff from his blood thing. Like, his blood can create, like, sentinel beings. Like, one time he actually used it to make a joke about it was actually one that looks like Bakugo as a female version. As everyone starts laughing, and Bakugo is upset because, yeah, as it goes back into him, then, yeah, after school, I think, like, they became pro heroes. The crime rate of Zuku's went from being at, like, in the past all the way down to 0. Like, yeah, it's like a meteor hitting, like, a planet of the sun. And so it was at 0, and no one, or they went back to school and learned more. And she actually had kids. like 4 kids. From, like, they share same powers as him and hers, and basically everybody. So yeah, they were like, well, of course, or Chaco Oraka is like, holy crud. And Zuko, like, the crime rate stayed down for a long, long, long time. Basically, yeah, Zuko is basically and is the number one pro hero that actually sends fear down everyone's spine. Yeah. As Inko is like, huh, you're pretty good at this stuff. Yeah, and like all that stuff. So, sorry if I'm moving up and down. Sorry. So, this is the end of the video, and before we go, I'm taking it to up to 60. So, on. So there's. I know it's. I made this just out of my boredom. So I made 3 cards for today. Or, yeah, today. Christmas Fusion. Fusion summon 3 spellcaster fusion monsters from the extra deck by using fusion or monsters from your deck, hand, field, or banner zone as fusion materials. Basically goes straight to the graveyard, and it gains attack equal. You're supposed to say they gain attack equal to their original attack. The end phase of this turn, this card is activated. You gain life points equal to the amount of attack gains from this effect. I was trying to go for a power bond thing. So, yeah. And now this one is, if this card is in your graveyard, you can manage this card to draw 4 cards. And then you can inflict 200 damage to your opponent's life points. So basically, like, you can banish this card, you can to inflict like that, and now I got that stupid song stuck in my head. I might play it for just a little. Baby shark a doo doo doo. So the shark girl of water. She's the water type level 3 spell tuner effect monster. When this card is normal or special summon, you can, like, it's basically like crazy one. And if this card is sent to the grave, you can add 1 fusion spell card from your deck or from anywhere to your hand. And then this card shuffles into the deck from your graveyard. And if it does, you can use special summon 3 shark tokens, level 4, 910, 100 depends. Water, and like you can If they are destroyed by battle or by card trick, you're basically, you lower your opponent. And this one's to the opposite to my, I think, Angel, Girl, or Angel Girl, or anything. And yeah, this one is the special summons 2 or lower monsters. And, like, all that stuff. So, yeah. Bye-bye.